Yeah, this all right here recapping the Monday night game between the Packers and the Rams. And uh Baker Mayfield didn't show up today. You know what I'm saying? It was the Packers was kinda like, I guess, showing the reasons why um Carolina didn't wanna invest no more time in him. They was because of him being non-athletic, it kind of makes the if you pressure him and definitely if you get him in a situation where he gotta chase you for the game, it's kind of not his strong suit or whatever. I don't want to say he better when he front running, but it's better when they be leading. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't really do as much no huddle as they did the previous week, and maybe that got to do with the team they was playing, which was Oakland, and their defense is kind of bad. But Green Bay defense been kind of at the bottom as well this year. But in the cold they kind of play depending on who they up against. They kind of can get up and feel, and they feeling like they still playing for something. They gonna try their hand to see if they can you know chase that 7 spot. So this man on the screen, it was about the running backs really. And Raji did his thing, but it was more about Dillon and Jones. They kind of was the one that you people gonna remember this game for. Aaron Rodgers, he had over 200 yards, but Dillon, he kind of got the tempo. The tempo. It was like they coming to thump today. You know what I'm saying? Especially just on the running tip. And the Rams without Aaron Donald, it's the defense is not the same. Jalen Ramsey, he don't he don't look the same. I don't think he's hurt or anything, but he just had this has been one of his off years, we'll say, because from last year, how he ended the year on on most people before the season consider him either top or the second best corner in the game, and on most weeks he didn't do that. Now today I'll say he ain't give up no touchdown or nothing like that. So I think he performed well, but overall for the season he kind of not been himself. Let me see if I can see something right quick. Third down conversions, they each only had 4 that they converted on. Green Bay was 4 of 9, and the Rams was 4 of 11. So they both was kind of horrible on fourth down. Green Bay was 2 and 2 on fourth down. Total yards, that kind of told the game. It was 345 to 156. And so if you want to see that kind of disparity of like 200 yards, time possession going to also show that, where it showed Green Bay had the ball for 37 minutes, Rams had the ball for 22 minutes. The Rams didn't really get shit going. You know what I'm saying? Aside from, you'll say they had 2 good drives for the whole entire game. And you look at Mayfield stats. I mean, 12 of 21, 111 yards. He got sacked 5 times, had a 67 rating. So, running the ball, that used to be the thing that people knew the Rams for. Like they took pride in running the ball. Akers, he only had 65 on 12 attempts. So they ain't really committing to running the ball like talking about it. And so when they don't have that element, and then the fact that they had lost Cooper Kupp weeks ago, their offense was already one dimensional with him. But then now when you was thinking, okay, let's see if they can, like show like, okay, there's other elements to the offense. It's really nothing. It's like it was literally Cooper Kupp or bust. And so it's being, more evident since he been gone. They had 3 sacks as a team. Leonard Floyd had 2. And then they had 5 QB hits. And they had 1 interception. But, overall as a team, they just were flat. Didn't really even with all them days off, it's like they didn't really, come with a game plan. And so Green Bay, that wasn't, they've had a tough year as well, but they was playing up though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you saw Dallin, the man on screen. He doing his thing. He had 11 carries, 36 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The yards don't really indicate what the physicality of him and Jones was setting as far as the game go. Jones was 17 of 90, and then he also had 4 for 36 and a TD grab. So it was a lot of keeping the Rams defense guessing. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll gash it with the run, and then what I'm saying, they'll throw like throw a short joint. Aaron Rodgers didn't really. Let me see something before I say that. Yeah, he didn't. The longest the long for the day was under 30, so it wasn't like he went deep today. So it was kind of like just this a game managing type of game. That's what I would say. The flow of it. That's what it seemed like. And so this positive. A dub is a dub. And so they could take that, and like I said, they still gonna play for some, cause a couple of weeks ago they was asking whether Aaron Rodgers should just sit and then just heal himself until next year. But he trying to play with his guys all the way into the bitter end or whatever. Now the Rams, they got a lot to try to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Like this is Mayfield like a dress rehearsal to show like, all right, should the Rams invest any time in them, or are they gonna let them just walk and see what other team chooses to take a fly on them? So next week, he gonna have an opportunity to show something, because he got some games coming up where the past defenses are not gonna be so thorough. So like I said, he gonna have chances to put some numbers up, but and I don't, unless they put some packages together where they running no huddle, I don't think he's good at just calling the play and huddling up and just going slow. Like he always been, even at Oklahoma, he thrived on kind of like moving tempo, moving fast, moving fast, moving fast. So when you seeing that they want to do everything slow, it's like I don't think they use the things that he's good at. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be something they're gonna have to go and scratch it, like kind of like what you do when you dive in, you putting some plays together from week to week or whatever, game scheming and shit like that. So next week they should put more of those no huddle packages and see if that's something that would be better, especially if the offensive line isn't as strong as it is typically has been. You should probably try to see if you can gas the defense a little bit by going tempo or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, solid win for Green Bay, and on to the next one. So like I said, we'll see how the Rams uh, how they gonna even try to play spoiler, or they gonna just lay down for the rest of the year. All right, that's my thoughts on it. Thanks for listening.